Right. Hello, Eva. It looks like it's getting cold over there, girlfriend. Yeah. Give me a thumbs up, please, if you have good signal, good audio, and good visual. And let's just give folks some time to get in. Right. So, Michelle, nice to see you. How you doing? Good to see you online. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. I think this is your first coaching call with us. Am I right? That's Kelly Wagner. Yeah. All right, great. Nice to see you here. Natalie in Australia. Good to see you again. I'm looking forward to that sexy outfit that you're going to show me for that party coming up. Rebecca, I have righteous hair envy, okay? That hair, I'd pay good money for. You're looking great. Ada May, so good to see you here. I love how you always try new things. Thank you for posting your outfits. Don't forget to book a call with me when you're ready, Ida, okay? Standing by when you need me. Melinda, always good to see you. I love that blue on you. And that red lipstick has become a bit of a signature thing, girl. I like it. It's beautiful. It really suits you. Luann with the cute new bob. I like it. Hello. Your hair is beautiful either way. I love it long and I love it in that sassy little bob as well. And then we have Belinda. I don't know if this is your first or second call with us, Belinda, but welcome. Really good to see you here. And then we have Laura and one or two others just signing in. All right, folks, so I'm going to be talking with you about a little bit of bling, and I'm going to be giving you an assignment for those who really want to up their game, those who are game for a little bit of game. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of bling and what a difference one pair of earrings can make. Those, okay, I'm not exactly in my studio area that I'm used to having, and it's a garage studio, by the way. Look at these things. Oh my gosh, these are game changers. Okay, I'm going to show you what that looks like. But listen, first of all, how's everyone doing? Give me a thumbs up. Are you doing great? Are you not? Or you kind of somewhere in the middle? All right. Okay. All right. Hello, Michelle's little girlie. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Oh, okay. All right. So here's what we're doing, folks. And before we get going, I just want to know and acknowledge, of course, I just want to say and acknowledge, it's tough times right now, right? The world is going through some stuff, and thank you so much. As we have agreed here, as well as in our Dress to Connect, we are not on a platform for personal opinions and politics and anything else. We're here to develop and grow our spirit of excellence, and that no matter what happens in the world, it's not what happens to us, it's how we respond to it. That is what my coach and mentor nearly 8 years ago, Danny, said to me and said to us. It's not what happens to us, it's how we respond to it that reveals character and opens doors for opportunities and for a beautiful life, a meaningful life, and a purposeful life, okay? So do we always feel like getting dressed up? I don't know about you, but if I really went on how I feel every day, I wouldn't look like this today. So I dress to feel. That's something that you want to write down, that you probably have written down a number of times. You need to dress to feel good and positive and powerful and productive. Don't dress according to how you feel, because you might feel moody and grumpy and like a bear with a headache, okay? That's not a good look, because if you dress according to how you feel, it's going to show up on your body, okay? So if you're feeling great, it's okay, but not everyone feels great all the time. So I just want to encourage you to make a decision that, and you'll hear me talking about this a lot, right? Style is a mindset. It's great to have a personal style that you have, that you and I are developing together, that we can play around with, but it's not limited to what we wear. You'll hear me talking about more and more of this in the course as well, depending on where you are. Some of you are brand new, some of you are halfway, and some of you are almost at the end. And that's great. So you want to make sure that you latch on to the fact that style is a mindset. It includes how you stand. It includes how you speak with people. It includes what your lounge looks like. I just came away from rearranging my lounge for the 4th time in the last month. It's driving me crazy. There's something not right. And there's no right or wrong way according to how a lounge should look. But for me, it's been driving me crazy to the point that I don't even go in there. So if you don't like your dressing area, if you don't like what your wardrobe looks like, if you don't like the colors in there or what's in the closet, you're not going to go there. You're going to go in and out quickly, right? It's the same kind of thing. So you really want to make sure that that dressing area that you have, no matter how small it is, I work with women who've got a $25 budget a month. And I work with women who've got a $10,000 budget a month. It's not the money. It's never the money. It's not the size either. I've got women who've got little shoe boxes for closets, and then women who've got 3 rooms full of walk-in closets, okay? Everything in the middle. Yes, Beck, I saw your eyes. So, and by the way, if you have a spare room that you're not using, don't use it for junk. I don't store one item. I've got a principle. I use it or I lose it. It's like rugby. It's a sport. It's a rule in my favorite sport. It's like you use the ball or you lose the ball. If you're not using it, wearing it, applying it, there's no reason to store it unless it's a very specific seasonal thing. Like maybe you live in Vegas or maybe you live in, I don't know, the Arctic or something. But unless it's a very seasonal requirement in terms of an accessory or an item or an appliance, there's no reason why you should store stuff, right? Stuff that you're not using. I have got 3 garages. It's crazy. We're renting a house that's got a big double garage, actually 4 garages, a big double garage and 2 single garages. So, and I don't store anything. I don't have anything that I don't use on a regular basis. So we've converted the double garage to a big games room. We have a pool table in there. We have a table tennis table in there. We have, what do you call it? Foosball. That game drives me crazy. It makes me very stressed. I really want to pop a vein. Like I said to my teenage son, don't ask me to play a game because I'm not playing that game again. I get very, very, very stressed out on those things that you got to do like that. Table tennis, I love. Okay, so then we've got the single garage where we've got our bicycles, and then next door to that, we've just converted to a little home studio. So I run half of my business out of my garage, always have. Use the space you have, use the clothes you have. Don't store anything that's not serving you, and be ruthless in your closet, Karl. You'll hear me saying that all the time. You'll get sick and tired of saying it, but it's okay, because at the end of the day, you'll have this gorgeous closet. You'll be looking and feeling beautiful and confident, and you'll go, she was right. That closet, Karl, is everything. Be ruthless. Nothing on your desk or accessories or in your closet that doesn't belong on your precious body. Doesn't matter what size or age your body or color your body is. Doesn't belong on your precious body, okay? Because your body is precious. Without your body, well, your soul won't have a home, and off you go. So, all right. In this time where there's a lot of tumultuous things happening, it's made it easy to get up, dress up without much effort and actually stand out in the marketplace and in your personal life and in your community. And when you stand out, I have a new saying, when you stand out, it means you're outstanding, okay? Just accept it. When you stand out, you're outstanding. Write it down. Because to stand out has become a bit of a negative thing. It's been a worldly training and a worldly mindset. Like, you don't want to stand out. Why not? When you stand out, you're outstanding, because there's something about you that's making you more noticeable. And don't we have a spirit of excellence inside of us? Aren't we created? Most of us believe in the same God, not everybody, and that's okay. Aren't we created in the image of the creator of all things beautiful and universal, which means, you know how good he is? Well, you're made in his image. So it means that you have a spirit of excellence inside of you. And that spirit of excellence is what wants to make you rise up and do better, look better, and feel better. And I've got news for you. It's never, ever, ever going to go away, which is why you are not happy dressing down. You're not as comfortable as you think, not you, but in general in others. When you dress in that tacky tracky and that old college t-shirt, you're not comfortable. You've just settled is what you've done. And I'm so proud of you being here, investing in yourself and living the rest of your life as maybe even the best of your life, because your spirit of beauty is a God-given thing. It has power and it has purpose. And when you understand that, because it's in the scriptures and it's everywhere else, even if you don't believe in the scriptures, in Clothed Cognition, if you want to go and check it out, in Clothed Cognition, which you will come across in the course, shows all the evidence. The evidence abounds. What we wear impacts everything: our money, our income, our marriage, our parenting, how we run our day, our singlehood or not hood, okay? So it impacts everything. It's important that you make the decision and make the commitment to yourself that no matter what happens in the world, you are going to continuously develop your spirit of excellence. That's how you excel. That's how you get noticed for that promotion. You may have the skills for that promotion, and some of you are here because of that. The conversations we've had on the phone, some of you are here because you've been overlooked for a job that you're actually very well qualified for within your company, but you are overlooked and repeatedly, right? Time and time and time again. And there's a reason for that. And if you're not, if the outside is not a reflection of the skills in the woman on the inside, that's half of the problem. And so when we learn how to dress in a way that we connect that which we're after, the goal that we're going after, whether it's marriage or whether it's launching a business or a career promotion, or just raising happy kids in a beautiful home, then people don't see your organs, okay? They don't see your value. They don't see your heart. They don't see your loyalty. They don't see your skills, right? You're not this, there's not this, okay, I'm going to go there. But you walk into a room or on a Zoom call. Hello, Sean, nice to meet you and welcome you online. Nice to see you here. So you really want to make that commitment, because if you want people to be committed to you, you need to be committed to yourself first, right? No one's going to love you as well as they could unless you love yourself well. So we are talking a lot lately about falling in love with the woman in the mirror. And I'm going to, by a show of hands, I'm going to ask you, I can't see everyone here, but I can see most people. Ruth, nice to have you here as well. Melanie from the Philippines, good to see you. That hair is growing. I love it. I love it. Okay, so by show of hands, can you say that since starting this program, can just be honest, there's no right or wrong answer. Since starting the program, wherever you are in the program, are you learning to love and accept yourself more? Even a little bit, day by day by day. Hands up if that's you. Are you? Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. If you're not, you need to book your one-on-one call with me and we need to talk through that, okay? Because everybody's different and everyone goes at a different pace. So that's really amazing. It's because an amazing thing happens after acceptance. Incredible things happen after acceptance. And we spoke about this the last 2 weeks. But if you're not committed to yourself, then others can't be as committed as they would like to be. And they don't know that that's what's going on either. There's just this conflict, this disconnect, this constant, invisible, overlooked for opportunities that actually have your name on it. And people are always looking for self-confident, trustworthy, loyal people, good ambassadors for their brand, right? It's really, really important. And we've spoken about what confidence is. Remember, confidence is not what people think it is in terms of who I am or my identity. It actually isn't. It's self-confidence means self-trust. Remember, it's rooted in the Latin word fidere, which means trust. So in my survey, I shared with you, men and women are looking to do life with and to do business with women who are self-confident, when actually what they're saying is they're looking for trustworthy people. It's really important you make this connection, right? They don't know they're saying that. They just like confidence. Why do people like confidence? It's about trustworthiness. You need to trust yourself first in order to be trustworthy with others. You must be the same on stage as you are backstage, right? So you want to be in a place where you are building up your skills as you are here, which is phenomenal. And you want to be applying them every time when you go to the grocery store, when you go for dinner, when you go to the office, when you get on that Zoom call. You want to be applying the things you're learning because this is your training ground. And there is no dress rehearsal, right? This is it. This is life. The day that went yesterday is gone. It's never going to come back. But we have time as a gift. Time is on your side because you get given it every single morning. So I want to give you an encouraging little 40-minute assignment that hopefully you'll get to in the next week by watching a documentary that I found last weekend on Netflix, and it's called 7 Days Out. The most phenomenal 40 minutes I've spent in the past week was on a documentary called 7 Days Out. And I don't know how I found it. I was looking for something. I love movies. I actually wanted a real big blockbuster kind of entertainment. Then I found this thing. I was like, this is interesting. And basically the premise of the whole documentary is 7 days of preparation behind the scenes that you don't see, you know, with big restaurant openings and large scale events like fashion shows and all kinds of things. It was just phenomenal. You must, there's a fashion show in there that you'll have. Anyway, the very first episode is about 11 Madison Park. It's rated as the best restaurant in the world. Think about that, okay? So it's a phenomenal story. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I really hope that you go and watch it, 40 minutes, and it's going to inspire you. And I thought I'd share a couple of bullet points with you on what we've been talking about a lot lately, which is your spirit of excellence. And it's the little things that make a big difference. I want to show you, and I'll show you as we go here in a minute, what accessories can do, right? So I'm wearing a pair of what I think are interesting, quite unusual, never seen before earrings. These things are some of the biggest conversation starters I've had in the last 3 years, 4 years almost. Even men ask me about these earrings because they know that their wives will like them. And so they ask me for the details. And so I don't go around selling jewelry. I go around making connections, and I dress to connect, and I look for opportunities. And when you're aware of that, now, if you're someone who's not comfortable with being the center of attention, well, that's understandable. You're not the center of attention. You're the center of influence. Once you make that shift in your mind, you will feel more comfortable, more relaxed, and more enjoyable in what you're wearing. You won't worry so much about, am I overdressed? Why is everyone looking at me? I don't like being the center of attention. Remember, shy is a lie, just as much as try is a lie. Try has no commitment in it. Shy, the meaning of shy is to hide, is to cover. You weren't designed to hide or to cover. So both of those are lies. So you need to be comfortable being in the light, because you were designed to be in the light, right? And when you're in the light, it's not about because you're the shizners and you're all that. It's because you have influence for the greater good. So the benefit and the bonus is if you're wearing something like, I'm comfortable today, I'm working from home, I'm playing around with different jewelry, I'm just taking a few pictures, I've got some jewelry on my desk here, but I'm comfortable, and I also feel quite confident, right, in terms of how I look, and comfortable with what I'm wearing, but also, and this is a brand new little top that I got from a cute little Italian little boutique that I found at a mall I haven't been to for more than twice in the last almost 3 years. And I love it. It's lightweight. It's my floaty. Okay. Remember I told you when I pick up weight, and by the way, I'm up 9 pounds. Yoo-hoo. I don't care. So what? I'm back at gym. Okay. I started years ago. Remember I told you, I started saying my biggest enemy was the woman in the mirror. And I used to hate what I saw in the mirror. I could not even look at my body. It doesn't matter how skinny or how fat I got. Okay. I said the F word, fat. We say fat here. Okay. So that's the F word here, and let's be relaxed with that. So obviously other things go on in our minds and our hearts, and we all have a story, and we come from places that maybe weren't ideal. The rearing, the grooming, the childhood, everyone's got a story. It's up to us to communicate to the world who we are and the value that we have on the inside. Once you understand that principle, dress to connect, that's a game changer in your style. I don't believe that I should copy and paste my style onto you. You're so welcome to copy my style, but you're going to find your own way. I don't mind if you borrow my sachet ideas. That's kind of like my style, the floaty skinny. But the reason being, I'll go back to this. I carry my weight here, okay? I've got a big 50-year-old party coming up next year, and I'm going to rock it in heels. I don't care if it's outside and it's cold. I'm going to dress up for my 50th. But, things start happening, okay? And all kinds of things. I carry my weight on my tummy. Many times I have got up and I've shown my beautiful belly on camera. I don't care who thinks what. I don't suffer from the disease of comparison anymore. And it's why I do what I do. I need and must help other women to achieve the same freedom. Otherwise, I cannot sleep at night. How can I go from hating what I saw in the mirror? And anyone who knows me well, who's known me for a long time, knows, even my husband, I used to hate what I saw in the mirror. I didn't have a happy childhood. I had a very abusive childhood in every way, sexually, physically, emotionally. I was passed around from home to home. I hated what I saw in the mirror. Today, I do not. Even if I'm up 10 pounds, I just go back to gym. And then I will wear a couple of things. I'll look out for some things. This is the transformative power of fashion. You need to understand this little bit of lace here doesn't just make me feel more comfortable because it's kind of, I'm not saying I'm fat, and I don't say that. I don't think that, because how do I know if I'm short or not? I must be comparing. How do I know if I'm short, right? What am I comparing to? Yeah, there's some averages out there, but I've never been big on numbers. I failed high school standard grade math. Okay. I've never been big on numbers. Numbers don't determine what I do or what I wear at all in life. So this kind of makes me feel a little more confident, it kind of hides whatever's going on over here. And I quite like it. And it's soft, and I carry my weight here. So I don't wear something that's fitted, because you're going to see a couple of tires, and that's not a good look for me. Okay. So I do the floaty skinny. And then I was the skinny, which is the bottom of my, so I'm wearing skinny pants, or I'll wear some nice cigarette trousers, or some very fitted chinos. I very seldom wear dresses or skirts. I love them, but I don't have the tummy for it. Unless I'm prepared to really work like a dog in the gym and get those abs, which I haven't been in 49 years, probably I'm not going to wear a skirt or a dress very often. And that's okay. I love dresses. I love seeing them on women. Thank you. I appreciate that. But so this kind of thing, this is how you figure out your style. Okay, is you've got the 5 body shapes, remember? It was uploaded, where are we now? Yeah, last week. So the new body images that I've shared with you, they're uploaded, they're in your chapter. I think it's week 4, week 3, I think it's week 4 in your course. The whole I Love My Body chapter. And at the very bottom of that is a new image. And that was your homework a couple of weeks ago. If you're new here, go and download that, and you go and identify your body shape. You go to the mirror in your underwear or your bikini or whatever it is, and you decide on your body shape. It's your body shape, not your body size, that's going to help you with identifying your style, what you like, what you don't like. Okay, let's get back to this documentary. So 7 days out, 11 Madison Park. I just made a few notes for you. Listen to this spirit of excellence, okay? The first thing that I wrote down, now, besides the fact that these guys are an incredible team, we had an amazing chef, an amazing restaurateur who was raised by a restaurateur, so that's why I fell in love with it. And they came together and decided they were going to have the best restaurant in the world, because typically, if you know about hospitality, it's either really run and dominated by the kitchen and the chef skills, or it's run and dominated by the ambiance and the experience and the room manager and so on. These guys came together and said, we are equals, and we're going to bring excellence on both sides. So I don't remember his name, but the owner who takes care of the front end, right, the restaurant, and he takes care of the host and the room managers and the servers. So outside of the kitchen, this guy has got attention to detail like no one's business. He teaches his servers, the staff that work there, when you put a plate down, so when you go to a restaurant and there's a plate in front of you, right? Have you ever lifted it up to see if there's a logo or something underneath? Like, have you ever done, nobody does that, right? Maybe you have, but most people don't. I don't like pick it up and see what, this guy teaches his staff, put the plate down with the logo facing the client, facing the dinner guest. No one is going to know, but he knows and they know. That's like wearing the same, that's like wearing good underwear, right? Nobody is going to know unless it's your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, but you will know. This is how it applies to your sense of style. It's a mindset. Once it transfers from your closet and just clothing to here and then here, you'll never look back. You will never look back. It's a mindset. So here you've got these plates with all the logos on every single table. It's like a massive restaurant. You pick all of them up, they'll be facing the same way. I'm like, man, that's next level excellence. I love that. They do lots of simulations, obviously. So you'll see in your program that preparation and dry runs, simulation practicing is one of the 4 main boosters of your self-confidence. If you practice and you dry run, and so I spoke with a beautiful client earlier on today, and she's got a function coming up, and we're going to dry run it. We're going to practice her hair. We're going to try a few things. She's going to be sending me pictures, and we're going to be going, not like that, not like, yes, like that. That's the detail. Take a picture, duplicate that on the night. That's what makes you excellent. That's what, and it's a step, just a little step up, but it's a step, and it's noticeable. And and that spirit of excellence gives you confidence, and you'll have more fun at that party. That's how it works. So here's the other thing that I love. The room manager, which really is, you have a host or a hostess really who receives the dinner guests at the front of the restaurant. Then what they call the room manager, this is Madison Park is obviously in New York. The room manager oversees, everybody pretty much. He's just under the owner, and they work closely together. And they interviewed him at a very high-end men's outfitters in New York. And he said, and he was having his suit made, and they said, oh, wow, are you buying a new suit? He said, this is the first job I've had in my life in the hospitality industry where the restaurant pays for me to have a custom suit made to wear at the restaurant. So listen, so you might think, yeah, well, that's only fancy restaurants. It's not. It's not a fancy restaurant. In fact, I saw what some of the people were walking in. There was opening night of what is known as the best restaurant in the world. They're filming it, and a woman had on like a jersey and some kind of, I'm like, girl, okay, anyway. So it doesn't matter. If you're going for something special, like dress up for it. Like, when are you ever going again to opening night and it's been filmed of the best restaurant in the world. I don't know how often that happens. So you want to dress up for it. But here he is looking smart in a customized, tailored suit for him, for his size, for everything. Looked amazing, polished shoes, the works. Now, I've been to 2 new restaurants, well, not new ones that I haven't been to recently. And I'm telling you, I don't understand. Good restaurant, good food, good. And there was a woman walking around kind of like, I thought she was looking for a table at 1 minute, but she's the restaurant manager. Now, I'm going to tell you what she was wearing, and you know how I feel about this, okay? I mean, how do I say this? I don't want to offend anyone. She's wearing Birkenstocks, okay? She's wearing Birkenstocks and nice chinos and kind of like a floppy, oversized t-shirt, hair in a little ponytail, falling out, no makeup, no nothing. And she's the restaurant manager of a pretty newly opened restaurant in a pretty upmarket environment. All the dinner guests are dressed better than she is. And it's not a place where you go to outdo anyone. But let me tell you what you don't wear if you're looking to up your style game is Birkenstocks. Hands up who has Birkenstocks, and it's okay. Be honest. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. The numbers have come down this year. Yes. I've always said, and you know me, I don't feel anybody has the right to say to somebody else, you can't wear that. I really don't believe that. I don't. But I'm going to tell you something. There is an exception, and they are Birkenstocks. I spoke about this a couple of times before, and I answered some questions. Birkenstocks actually, go and look at their history. They have their history in medical foot problems, okay? That's how they came out of Europe into America, marketed into those health food stores and protein shake stores for people, men and women who have feet problems. So if you've got a foot problem, okay, then you go have it checked out or wear some Birkenstocks at home. In Germany, that's what they're for. They're house shoes. They're not supposed to be shown. You take off your shoes and you put your house shoes on, and they're usually Birkenstocks or house slippers, right? Asians are great at that. They take their shoes off when you come inside and they put their house slippers on, or they go barefoot. But I'm just telling you, Birkenstocks are my exception. That's where your feet go to die, okay? You don't have to wear heels, but come on now. Birkenstocks, as the restaurant manager in a very upmarket environment, I'm like, what's going on here? And I will never, ever, will I judge a woman based on what she's wearing, because that's a mistake as well. But like, man, she's tall and slim. She was like probably in her early 60s, very attractive woman. But like, what happened? I don't know. I wish I could just take her home with me and bring her back. And we'd just give me half an hour, okay, 20 minutes and bring her back. But so this whole environment had these guys, even the guys who work in the kitchen, the sous chefs and all of that, they know the restaurant was closing down for 4 months, and the restaurant pays for them to go to a really nice barber, and they shave those beards. They shave the moustaches. There's no facial hair, because the chef, who's a really nice guy, actually, he said, I've done it with a beard and I've done it without a beard. I focus better on the food and on my client experience without facial hair. So if you want to work there, you can't have a beard. But they treat their staff so well. The teamwork is unbelievable. People are really happy there. They come in on their holiday time and their weekend time to do practice runs. It's absolutely phenomenal. The owner, one of the owners as well, you know, in a lot of restaurants and hotels, you have lights that dim, those dimming lights. And he said, what level of dimming is the lights on? They were like half a day away from opening. And nobody had tested. Does it go lighter? Does it go brighter? So he spent a good deal of time saying, guys, you got to test. Should it be a scale of 7 to 10? Should it be 2 out of 10? Must it be yellow light, white light? It's these kind of things, right? So when you're putting on, this is the same. This is exactly the same. The dimming of the light is the same as you saying, I'm going out now. I've got these end of year functions coming up. What difference does, Kelly Wagner, you had to Google Birkenstocks? I love you. Where are you? There you are. Oh my gosh, I love you. Now, what is better? I'm going to a smart dinner. It's quite an upscale restaurant. I am, you know, I want to make an impression because we're meeting with another couple, and it's a very special occasion, and we're kind of dressing up a little bit and whatever. Do I want this? Or am I more comfortable in this? You know, is this more party? Or is this more Lani? I mean, there's no right or wrong really, but you have to play. This is the dimming of the lights. Am I more comfortable and confident in this, or am I in this? So I am someone that is more comfortable and confident in big earrings. I don't wear many necklaces. Let me show you another one. Are you going to wear some red lipstick? Okay, now, do you see the difference it makes? Whoa, okay, I saw at the same time 4 wows. You see the difference? If you want to make a statement, but still you're comfortable, put on some red lipstick. Maybe you have a nice nude or, ivory or neutral clutch with some black skinnies and some heels, and off you go. So it's easy to make a difference if you're looking at the little things and you understand that what you wear has a major influence. And one pair of earrings can change it up. Yes, they're complant. Oh, the red ones are not. No, Melinda, the red ones are Lovisa. Lovisa. I've probably got about 4 or 5 pairs of. They're fun, they're cheap, and they're bold. Now look at these. Are we going to a smarter place? Are we going to? And that's what these look like. These are just gorgeous. Some of my newer ones. These are complant. You get a short version, you get a long version. You get the necklaces, and there's a ring to match. And I just love them. They're very classy. I would probably wear this, if I want to really doll things up a little bit. So this is the dimming of the shades. This is the attention to detail, right? But now wait for these. Wait till you see these. Is it a bolder place you're going to? Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes for a minute. Okay, give me 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Okay, this is part of her Africa Glam collection. I've had these for ages. So can you see what that does? You need to understand your hair. Do you have a high forehead or a low forehead? Where are you comfortable with your neck? Like, do you have sloping shoulders? Do you have broad shoulders? That is in the 5 shapes again. Are you comfortable with chunky earrings, or would you rather wear small ones and a long necklace? What kind of place are you? All of these little things. You have to prepare and practice before you know what you're going to wear. Do not do it. If you're going to a party at 6 p.m., do not start getting dressed at 4 p.m. without having tried it. That is not excellence, okay? So now you've got the party season coming up. So look at these. I mean, I would do this for a bolder look, and I would probably put on my faux leather leggings and maybe some, nice nude heels and grab an interesting clutch. I've got I've actually got a hot pink little feathery clutch that I'm waiting for the right occasion for. But as you can see, attention to detail is everything. And we're not going for a perfect polished presentation, right? We're just going for attention to detail. That is what excellence is about. So that was the lighting. And then, and listen to what he said at the end, right? So I won't go into the rest of it because I'd love for you to watch it. Be inspired by it. I think the third program is the Chanel, one of the seasonal Chanel fashion shows. Beautiful. Look at how they hand make those things. A Chanel haute couture outfit will sell anything from, I'm guessing, $20,000 to $100,000. It's crazy, but who says it's wrong, right? Who says it's wrong? It's handmade by some of the most talented designers and seamstresses in the world. So someone wants to spend 30 grand on a dress. I don't say it's wrong. I don't have that kind of budget, but I don't say it's wrong at all. It's just beautiful. And have a look at how Karl Lager felt. And he died 2019, 2021, died 2 years ago, sadly. But he pretty much resurrected Chanel. Go and have a look at it. It's a third one. But I love what this restaurant owner said at the end. And they were asking him, how do you get to this level of service, this level of, and he said, we are not in the food service or in the, he said, we're not in the food business or the service business. We are in the human connection business. Oh my gosh, when he said that, I'm like, I was having my own little party upstairs in my TV lounge, just going, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. That's excellent. He's phenomenal. I love him. We're not in the food business. We're not in the service business. We're in the human connection business. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. And I wanted to ask you, what business are you in? My Dress to Connect training, if you get that principle in the program, I'm telling you, you can change where you live. You can change who you date or who you marry. You can change your career. You can change the number of kids you'll have one day. I know this because when I started working at 17, really the only thing I had going for me, 2 things really. I was fearless in the face of fear, okay? I am determined. I'm nothing if not determined to conquer any fear that comes my way. Because here's your option. You can be fearful of something and stay the same, or you can be fearful of the same thing and move forward, okay? I want to show you that again. We all get to face some rejection, some judgment, some fear, some crap, okay? We all do. You can stay the same and hold back, or you can face the same stuff and move forward. Action is the only thing that's going to take you from here, frumpy, frustrated, feeling overlooked, invisible, tired of being single, marriage has lost its spark, not just not living the life that you want to live. Take action to a bold, confident, beautiful tomorrow. Just moving forward. You still feel the same thing, you still face the same things, but action boosts your skills. Skills boosts your value. Value will just make you self-confident, and self-confidence is a magnet. So it's awesome that you're here in a time when everyone is dressing down, still coaching from the couch, dressed halfway up, and at the best of times. And that's the other thing I want you to say is you and I, we are women who are grateful for the business we have, for the home we have. If you are working from home and you have a job or whatever that looks like, then honor that job, honor that opportunity when so many people have lost their lives, lost their livelihood, lost their marriages. It is one of the saddest things to me, more so in the past 14 months than ever before. I have the highest rate of divorced women in my client base than ever before. Breaks my heart. And we don't know what's going on there, right? But women are coming to, they want to learn how to dress up. They've lost themselves somewhere along the way. It's fantastic. They are just like, it's my time. I need to make time for myself. Otherwise, I'm going to lose myself completely. And they have come out of 21-year marriages with 5 kids and 31 years. And suddenly there's this surprise affair and he walks out and things are happening out there, guys. And that's why I say, when you get up and dress up and you put your best foot forward and you take your focus off yourself, you will be bumping into that woman whose husband just left her at the grocery store, or that guy, by the way, it's not a male-female thing, who's now facing life in a very different way. That if you're feeling confident and well-positioned, you can smile at her because you will catch your eye through what you're wearing. And then you catch the opportunity to edify, or just to say something kind, or just to smile at her and say, oh, wow, I noticed your glasses, or I noticed your scarf. It's really pretty. You don't know who needs you around you. Everybody needs you around you. Everyone is looking for encouragement. I am working with a gym instructor, a fitness instructor, a little guy like this, a little bit shorter than me, buff little thing, right? Like really like, man, I watched him in gym for about 3 weeks and I'm like, you know what brought him my business? His mouth. I just saw him smiling and encouraging his clients. I'm like, I want that guy. I want that guy. I don't care if he doesn't get the same results. He is such an encourager. His name is Zach. So today, after working with him for about 6 weeks, I have in front of me a thank you card and a dinner voucher that I'm going to bless him and his wife with to just say thank you. This morning, I went in for a 45-minute session that almost killed me, okay? I came crawling out of that gym, scarlet red, and he didn't do it. I'm actually doing 3 days a week with him, but this is excellence. Listen to this. And I've just signed up for something called Fit 45, which is 45 minutes of sheer hell. But I have to, I'm not, I can either, if I can't wear the clothes that I love, I go back to gym. That's kind of how I live. So, and even though he wasn't coaching me today, because I'm not paying him today, I'm paying the other team, the other guy. It's a class at the gym. 3 times in those 45 minutes, when I was looking around and I looked like this, and he looked at me and he said, so good, man, you're like killing it. And then one of the times when he saw I was leaning over and I had to go and get a dumbbell or barbell or whatever, one of the bells, okay? And I was like, oh man, what is that? What? And the other guy was busy and he came and brought me this big kettlebell. I don't even know if I would have been able to pick it up. He's like, this is what you need. And like, this guy just blows me away. Spirit of excellence, excellence, excellence. I've referred 4 people to him. He's full up. He has no space for new clients. Just like that, spirit of excellence. So it's so powerful. So here are my questions to you. Okay, what I said I had going for me, one was I take action. I take action. If I want change, I take action. I don't care what it is, whether it's my body or my marriage or my parenting or friendship or whatever it is. Action will conquer fear. Action will move you through that fear. You don't get to not face rejection in life. You don't get to not face judgment. They judge you anyway. And there's far more people who love you than will judge you. So focus on and just take action through that. And the other thing I had going for me was I knew how to dress well. I taught myself because I thought I have no education. I have no money, no car, no home. Literally, I was couch surfing. I had to get a job and I was alone. I had nobody in life. And I thought I'm either on the street, and I've been on the street for one night. You don't want that experience. One night I was homeless in my car. And it just shocked me into excellence. I think that's what happened. I think I was 19, or I don't know. I was older than that. Shocked me into excellence. And one of the things I noticed at the age of 17 was all the people that I thought were successful were well-dressed. I looked at the shoes, I looked at the accessories, I looked at their nails. I'm like, I have to copy that. I have to get that right. And that's what I did. And how I dressed opened more doors for me than anyone that was far more skilled and experienced than around me. People weren't necessarily crazy about me in companies that I worked for because I was getting opportunities that they were in line for. So I'm like, well, see ya, sucker, go learn how to dress. See ya, I had a bit of an attitude at that stage because I'm like, no, well, screw you. I've been freaking working my ass off. I'm first here, I leave last, and I do what I can to dress my best, and you're cruising, expecting the promotion to come your way. It's not how life works. I mean, I wasn't mean to them, but I was like saying, come on, this is life. You have to compete with your last personal best. So here's the thing when it comes to you, your style, your spirit of excellence, your attention to detail. In marriage or in your relationship, or if you're dating someone, if you want to date someone, is how you're dressing lining up with the man you want to attract, single ladies? Because if it's not, let's talk about that next time, okay? And in marriage, are you having regular date nights? I have been guilty of not having regular date nights lately. I'm like, we've been busy, we're hiring new people, we're training, and I just want to park off, or I want to pour a glass of wine and sit outside and light the fire. And my husband is the one who's saying, look, we need to get back on a date night, because when we don't, we start bickering with each other. And he took me to a beautiful restaurant, and it was amazing. So use your style for beautiful date nights. Honor your husband or your boyfriend, dress up for him, ask him what he likes you wearing, what he doesn't like you wearing, get him involved in the process. And of course, as you know, there is fashion in the bedroom, okay? You want to spice things up. That is a bonus chapter at the end of your program. It's fun. Telling you, the new bling heels that I got lately, that and some sexy lingerie and my faux fur coat, and that's all you need. Okay, and of course the champagne on ice. That's it. And all our favorite music. So fashion in the bedroom is such a powerful, beautiful, sexy, amazing way to spend time with your man. With children, okay, fashion and your style and your spirit of excellence with your children. When they look up at you, your children or your grandchildren, what do they see? Are they seeing a tired, haggard mom? Or are they seeing a mom with red lipstick and hair in a nice ponytail and, a cute t-shirt and jeans on and maybe some nice, cute tennis shoes? Because that's what they were with. That's mom. Whichever one they're seeing, you're telling them this is what a mom looks like. So you want to role model that mom or grandmother or aunt or whatever it is and don't disqualify yourself if you don't have children. Don't do that. Okay, you have influence over kids. You want to role model to them. All kids, and so are we're just big kids, are wired for color, right? We're not in a black and white world. So you can, oh my goodness, we were at this mall where I got this, I'm going back. I'm booking a shopping trip to this place, telling you I have to wait for my next fund budget. We were in this we were having a veggie burger and chips as a family. The four of us went out, and my little girl who's 7, and there's this couple on the other side. They're from Natal, where I'm from, another state. And she just looks to the lady now the lady starts looking at me. So I'm thinking, do I know? I was like smiled and thinking, do I know her? Flip, I can't place her. And she said, your girl, I don't even know. She said, your little girl just told me how beautiful I look and how she loves my dress and how pretty I am. And she's like, wow, that has never happened. Her husband or her boyfriend across the way, the young couple, gorgeous couple, real African, beautiful, like that perfect skin couple, very nicely, casually, sporty dressed. And he just said, he's beaming because his wife is beaming from a little 7-year-old little girl. Teach your children and your grandchildren, or the kids in your school, to compliment and lift up and edify. Teach them to look for something. Because when my little girl was about 3 or 4, she would say to me, Mom, that lady is so pretty, or Mom, I love her. And I would say, don't tell her. No, because she's quite she's not this extroverted thing. Put her on camera though. So you're like, wow, she came out of her shell the other day when we did our webinar. It was awesome. But I'm also teaching her to be confident on camera. Why? Look at the future she's facing. I will not raise kids who cannot sit and be on camera comfortably and confidently. I'm raising them to succeed. I don't want them to face that fear. So they'll be nervous, but they'll have training. But so from the age of about 4, maybe 4.5, she started getting the confidence to go to the woman in the grocery store or in the office or in the restaurant and say, I just want to tell you, you're so pretty, or I love your earrings, or she loves long hair. So now she does it like wherever we go. I'm used to women coming to me like tearful, or the men saying, thank you, wow. So you want to raise them like that. And in community, right? How can you use your spirit of excellence and your personal style in community? Well, when you go to the grocery store or to the bank or to the post office or to church, okay? Now, by a show of hands, okay, let's go back to this view. By a show of hands, who makes an effort to dress up to church? Nice, most of the hands are up. Not everyone, but that's cool. Great. And maybe you don't go to church. Not everyone does. And that's cool. So that's absolutely how it should be, right? So if we go there to worship the God that we believe in and the God that we love and the God that gives us life, and I'm not even going to go there. You know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about that. And we're talking about that, by the way, in November's webinar. It's free, it's wide open for everyone, and it's called Kick-Ass Christian Confidence. And if those words together offend you, then it's for you. Then you need to be there, okay? You may learn something. You may learn something, okay? My marriage has been powerfully impacted by a rabbi who doesn't believe in Yeshua as I do. He's not a Christian, he doesn't believe in Jesus. But I because I had an open heart and open mind, I've learned so much from him. So is my husband, right? So we must not be judgmental, close-minded judges. It's not our job. We must just be bold lights on a hill. That's what we're called. Okay. So, and then in business, of course, like that restaurant, 11 Madison Park, who are you serving? And you're not, whatever the industry you're in, that's not your industry. Okay. That's the category of life, but you're in the people business, right? You're in the human connection. And this restaurant owner said, it's like, honor that environment. And people skills, as I learned from my coach, again, you'll hear me talking forever until the day I die. I want to show you something, actually. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I remembered this. Let me show you something as we wrap up here, folks. And if you have a question, in about 60 seconds, I'm going to ask that you unmute yourself and you can go ahead with your questions. But have a look at this. Somehow this popped up the other day, and I sent this to my friend. The guy who, thank you for your patience as I find this, it's right here. The guy who introduced me to my coach and mentor in February 2013, is it 13? Yes. When I was broken, I was facing my second divorce. I had one little boy. I was a guilty absent mom. I can hardly talk about that without remembering just how broken of a woman I was. I hated what I saw in the mirror. I really, I hated what I saw in the mirror. I just saw, now I wasn't just ugly as I was always told. Now I was a massive failure as well, to almost 2 marriages behind me. And let me tell you something, there's nothing in life that you can't overcome. I told my first husband, if he ever hit me, I'm out of there, because I was raised on beatings. And then he did. And then I moved out, and then I decided, okay, everyone deserves a second chance. I moved back in, and he hit me again. And I took my ring off and I left. And I was broken, and I thought, yep, see, they were right. All men will hurt you. So that's how I got into my second marriage. My poor husband is like, all men are going to hit you eventually. That's what I grew up with. I didn't have one alcoholic father. I had 4. Nothing is greater than your spirit of power and love to overcome what has happened to you or what might still happen to you in the future. Nothing is greater than that spirit inside of you. Yes, it can be painful and completely breaking, but there is life on the other side of divorce. There is life on the other side of singlehood. There is life on the other side of rejection and abandonment and pure brokenness. So this picture came up. Guys, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't know each other. We wouldn't be having this exciting 2022 international event to South Africa happening if not for this man. His name is Richard Morton. I'll introduce you to him another time. And you can't really reach him right now, but this is at the conference, and we were doing some kind of event. This is, I don't know if you can see this. That's me. We were doing, I'm not going to even recognize myself. My hair is like up in a scrunchie. I'm just holding back the tears. He had dyed his hair pink. I love it. We were at a business conference, and he was role playing according, his coach, our coach gave him this. Anyway, we were all standing, and I didn't expect what was happening. And then the tears, just the floodgates opened, and that was the beginning of my real healing. And then I sent him this message, and then I said, dude, 8 years later, I'm not perfect, but I'm not that woman anymore. I'm not her. I'm the real version of her. This is the broken. I hate myself. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. I'm such a failure. They were right I love myself. I love my body. 10 pounds, 20 pounds up, I don't care. I believe I'm an awesome mom. I believe I'm a good wife. I screw up often. And you want to keep before and after pictures, guys. You want to track your progress of your style, of your confidence, what you see in the mirror, what you saw in the mirror before you and I spoke, and what you see in the mirror 3 months, 6 months, 5 years from now. Okay. It is so possible to live a life feeling beautiful and comfortable and confident, and walk into a room and enjoy the respect and the appreciation of your peers for being a woman of substance, a woman of confidence and of style and of strength, because that's who you are. All you have to do is just bring it out. That's what you're doing here. It's inside of you. It's not the new you coming, it's the real you. So I'm going to wrap up there. And if you have any questions, then just unmute yourself, and we can take maybe 1 or 2. But wherever you are on the program, remember you have your one-on-one coaching calls. Keep that, so we get you focused, that agenda entirely on you. Whatever questions you are, if they are of a strategic nature because of a heart issue or a lack of self-esteem issue, or I'm not a therapist, I'm not a sex therapist, but I have some training. Thanks to my coach. It is my coach, Danny Johnson, that I have to thank for being here and for what's happening, and for recruiting and training and growing, and for doing life with women like you. Honestly, 4 days a week, I do life with women like you, and I want you to know that I love you. I'm grateful for you. When I look at what the clients I have around me, and even the women in Dress to Connect, I'm like, man, I'm doing something right, because look at who I'm surrounded by. And my coach taught me 8 years ago, your environment is everything. And if the people around you are excellent, and they're hungry, and they're learning, and they're growing, well, then you're in good company. And that's what you're doing. So thank you. Not looking for the new you, but the real you. Yes, that's awesome, Sean. So that is something, she's in there, right? She's always been in there. And your desire to be seen will never go away. So you may as well stop squashing it. Everyone has a desire to be seen, because you are designed for the light. Doesn't mean that you are the shizness and you're arrogant. Confidence is not arrogance. It's in the program. But it is a confidence in who you are, in starting to embrace your body. Like I did some years ago, I had to say, I love my body, I love my body, I love my body, because I couldn't love it no matter what size, skinny, teeny, tiny she was. So you say that, you just say that. I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you that you say that every day. And you've got the t-shirt, right? It's part of your package. You can wear it in red, white, or black, or kind of like a charcoal black, and you wear it. That thing was like nails on me. That t-shirt that says I love my body. I'm telling you how I struggled to wear that thing, but I put it on, and I put it on every day, and I put it on. I had like 5, and I put them on like almost every day sometimes. I love my body, and it works. It works. There is life on the other side of waiting for the wait. So let's leave it there. It's been awesome chatting with you. Please unmute yourself if you have any questions about anything. Book your calls with me when you're ready. The agenda is entirely focused on you if you're new here. And send me some pictures if you're preparing for some parties at the end of this year. You are the woman who's going to walk in and turn heads. Doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you excellent. Right. That is the truth. Any questions, guys? Hello, beautiful Leslie. Oh my gosh, I am coming to visit you. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm coming to Montana, because I have just fallen in love with how you serve your community and the changes you've made in yourself and your style. And I'm blown away by you, so inspired by you. So thank you. And the red lipstick looks good. All right. Any questions? Open up your mic. Otherwise, we are going to wrap up, folks. Okay. Looks like we are good to go. Oh, thank you, Ruth. I appreciate that. And I just so appreciate always seeing your smile, Ruth, every time I see you on camera. I just really, really appreciate that. So good. And your background is great. I love that library background. It's organized. It's interesting. Got a beautiful leather chair. I love it. All right, folks. So we're going to leave it there. Eva, you got a question? I can't hear you. There you are. There you are. Go for it.
I was wondering, I'm close to finishing my alchemy of self. Is it something you recommend to, I don't know, to go through with you, or is it something I leave for myself and then simply go on?
What do you think? What do you need?
I don't know. I feel that it's not good enough, but I don't want to stay there.
Okay, well, you're right. By the way, your nails look great. So we've had some discussion around those thought cycles, remember, and establishing a vision for your beauty and your future and your style and so on. If you've put it together, and if you want to, well, no, so where are you exactly? So Alchemy of Self, okay. Listen, here's the thing, Eva, I know that you have a potential little perfectionist in you, right? There's like this, and it's awesome to be like, you want that excellence. But I reckon, because we've spent a little bit of time on it already, I reckon if you've made those changes and if you've got to a place where it's a good first draft, that's good enough. You need to move forward. Otherwise, you can fall into analysis paralysis. That thing can keep you stuck if you just give it too much time and attention. If you have a good first draft, so that's the woman you have been, the woman you are, and the woman you are becoming. That's basically what that document is. And then keep it somewhere, print it out, and make sure you can read it every now and again. To flip through it for 2 minutes every day, you'll see the things that you spoke of yourself. You'll see your images that you put in there. Be happy with that. You will probably come back to it after or later in the course, but probably after, and you can update it, because by the end of the course, you'll have changed your mind, opened your heart and your eyes to other things as well, and you'll want to go back and make some changes. I reckon for now, where you are, I think it's good to move forward.
Thank you.
All right, pleasure. All right. Okay, folks, I think that's it. So we are going to leave it there. Thank you so much for hopping on and being diligent and being here and doing your program. Take your notes, take your time, take it in. This is your investment you're making in yourself. This is I don't care how long it takes you, as long as you are moving forward. This is your year of beauty, and you will see that your beauty has a really good and powerful purpose. You will influence those around you, at home, your children, other people's children who will start noticing. You will influence people that you won't even know. You'll be planting seeds of excellence, planting seeds of color and beauty and edification. Thank you for being that woman who gets up, dresses up, and is a bold light on a hill. Lots of love to you guys. Have a good week ahead. I'll see you on the other side. Bye.